Hey everyone, Paul DiLuigi here with our Unit 1 video presentation. In this unit, we reviewed an interesting research article on genetic methods for insect pest management by Alfie Bosnell. Now, the research article explores several different genetic practices that scientists and researchers are currently using for pest management to protect our crops. The main focus of this research article highlights how the sterile insect method or technique, Bt toxin excretion by crops, and by increasing the pest insect susceptibility to Bt toxins helps to reduce damage to our crops and to any other food source items which are grown. While all three of these genetic modification techniques work great, or with a fair amount of success, I should say, researchers and scientists are advocating for a multifaceted combination approach to help and mitigate the damage done by these pest insects. Now, the first method which was discussed in the research article was the sterile insect technique. Originally, this was carried out by giving pests a diet of radioactive food, producing a group of sterile insects, diluting the population of breeding pairs within different populations. The genetically modified version of the sterile insect technique focuses on introducing genetically modified males of the pest species, which are innately sterile. Now, the sterile males then compete with wild males and are therefore reduce the number of offspring, and also reduces the damage done to crops. Another method which is being utilized by scientists and researchers is genetically modifying crops to produce Bt toxin. This is a toxin that is derived from bacteria, and it is transgenically introduced into the crop's genome. A last method, which is discussed in this research article, is controlling pests by altering their susceptibility to the Bt toxin, and introducing these same susceptible pests into other populations of invasive pests with the intention of passing these Bt susceptibility genes onto other populations and on down to offspring of these same invasive pests. In regards to some of the opinions and concerns of this particular research article and the different techniques which are being utilized, I feel like the likelihood of permanent damage to the ecosystem is on a smaller scale or very minimal. And this is because projects of this nature are usually carried out with careful planning and consideration, especially on such a grand scale and where things may be altered, I guess you could say. I also did look into if Bt toxins could affect humans who consume Bt toxin producing crops. According to researchers, humans break down the Bt toxins in our stomachs before it can exhibit any kind of systemic effects on our bodies. That's not to say that Bt toxins can't hurt humans, but it's usually mitigated through the digestive process. Another thought I had was about the unintended effects of genetically altering these insect pests, or the effects of reduction or elimination of the pest insects, especially on the ecosystem. I consider if they are a food source for a predator, or how eliminating a food source for one predator can affect a whole ecosystem on a much more grand scale. That being said, it always seems like there's always some sort of negative consequence that's associated when an ecosystem is changed, or when you introduce a new species, or limit a species, I should say. That's pretty much my synopsis and my opinions on the video, on the research article, which was a very good read. So thanks for watching this video presentation, and I will see you at the next one. So thank you very much.